Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, May 29th, and this is your daily video devotion. One of the things I try to do during this time each week is to give you an update on where we are as a church. With the governor reopening much of our state, one of the questions I am constantly being asked is, when are we going to reopen the church? As you might imagine, many of the people who ask that question are ready for us to start worshiping together right now. Others feel we should not open until much later, maybe even near the end of the summer. All of the people who have weighed in have been rather enthusiastic about their opinions. Not long ago, a friend shared a cartoon in which he showed a pastor standing in the middle of a crowd of people with competing opinions. And then he pointed out how right now pastors are in no-win situations. I couldn't help but chuckle because, in one sense, he is right. That said, I am so grateful for the people who serve on our Health and Welfare Task Force. Each one brings necessary knowledge and insight to the task. Each one has a deep love for Christ, a deep love for the church, and a deep desire to both do no harm and do good. They are providing key information and wisdom as we think about when and how to reopen the church. So let me share with you where we are right now. As you know, the bishop has asked that United Methodist churches in the North Georgia Conference not open until sometime after June 22nd. We are using that as a sort of pivot point, and from now until that time, we are planning for procedures we will put in place that will ensure we reopen the church in as safe and secure a way as possible. One of the first parts of our plan is to conduct a congregation-wide survey. Yesterday, you should have received an email that contains 7 very brief questions. We ask that you take the time, probably less than 3 or 4 minutes, to answer those questions. The information you provide will be invaluable to us, so please, if you have not done so already, please take the time right now to fill out the survey. As you also know, we are in the midst of a pastoral transition. As of the end of June, 2 of our pastors will be leaving, and 2 new pastors will be coming to serve the church. I will be retiring, and Josh will be sent to another church. Our last Sunday will be June 28th. The first Sunday that, according to the bishop's request, we would be able to meet in the church. With this sort of pastoral transition, and the fact that with the current CDC guidelines about the vulnerable, at least a couple of us on the senior staff would not even be able to attend, I felt it was in everyone's best interest to just wait until the new pastors arrive to have your first Sunday. So at this point, we are leaning into the first Sunday of July as a time for our first worship service together. However, I want to be very clear. That could change based on new information that comes to us through the survey and through CDC, state, and federal information and guidelines. In the meantime, we are working on ways of making sure the sanctuary will be properly sanitized and as safe and secure as possible for all who enter. We are also working on how to make it possible for Sunday school classes, Bible studies, and other small groups to begin meeting safely. We are analyzing when and how to reopen our camps, drop-in nursery, and other ministries of the church. I think I speak for all of us when I say we miss being at the church. We miss seeing you and worshiping together. We miss fellowshipping with one another. We miss being together as a family of faith. But this I know, wherever we are, Christ is with us, loving us, caring for us, encouraging us, and challenging us to live faithfully by being faithful to Christ, His church, and the world at large. So as I have been doing for several weeks now, I want to do again this morning. I ask that you keep the church, the leadership, and the Health and Welfare Task Force in your prayers. Thank you, and God bless you.